I believe, he have a better answer for us because he's a Muslim. So let us see why Allah will give 70,000 boys for every Muslim. Your mic, Mr. Taqwa. Go ahead.
Dear fellows, I hope everybody's okay, and I hope that everybody's enjoying the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, I will try to communicate with you guys. To be honest, I don't mind, but a few things before I join the conversation is that if I see any foul language or any bad words, if I hear, I'm going to leave. So please be patient with me. Inshallah. Now, you asked the question, why 70,000? What words do you use? What words did you use? Can you just paste the word as well, please? You use the word in the question. That's 80,000. Right, 80,000 servants. 70,000. Okay, servants of boys. Okay, can you get me a reference where it says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give a believer or a person
70,000 servants
who achieve
in the paradise,
the paradise will get
70,000 in that
boys or
paradise,
servants or whatever you think. So please post the reference and then we will talk. Thank you.
Well, I will make you hear it, not only post it. That's not a problem. This is the Deen Show, and this is Sheikh from Al-Azhar, alright? And he is speaking about the heaven reward. So please listen carefully what this Sheikh he will say, and you tell me what's happening here. I'm not the one who is coming with this.
خطر على قلب بشر. You not even imagine, you cannot even describe or think what is the Jannah. Before, let me describe something beautiful about your castle. Your castle in the Jannah is something so beautiful. Your castle in the Jannah has 4 doors. You enter from one door. And one door or one gate, your servants from all kind of servants would come and enter to help you. You have 70,000 servants in the paradise, in that castle.
70,000.
70,000 in that paradise. Imagine this.
Did you hear it? Guys, did he say 70,000? Did he say that? I'm not making things up. The mic is yours, Mr. Taqwa. And by the way, Mr. Taqwa, we are not the one who use a bad language. It's Muslims. And even your prophet, he used a bad language too, and you know that. But I understand that Muslims, they like to play that they are the good ones. I can show you tons of proofs that your prophet, he always used a very bad language. Not to mention, he mentioned the F word many times too. However, this is not our topic now. Let us go to the 70,000 little boys who the Quran mentioned them. They will be in the heaven for you. Your mic. But come on, there's no need to say that. Guys, I don't want anyone to say those things, otherwise it's mean we are asking this guy to leave. Alright? There's no need to say things, there's no need for them. As simple as that. Don't force me to give you a dog. Your mic, Taqwa.
Thank you, Christian Breeds. Now the thing is, okay, thank you very much. Somebody posted, I think King of the Sky posted something. Al-Bukhari reports from Sahih ibn Sa'd radiallahu ta'ala anhu, that Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said 70,000 or 700,000 of my ummah will enter paradise. The first of them will enter until the last of them does so, and their faces will look like full moon. Okay, that's nothing.
Forgive me, Taqwa. Please, guys, anyone in the room, don't ask him questions. This is not our topic. The one who is posting this, please stop. This is not our topic. The topic is 70,000 boys in heaven, not about 70,000 people will enter heaven. So don't take the guest out of the topic, please. What does this have to do with our question, Mr. Taqwa? The question is, there is 70,000 little boys. They are made for you to serve you in the heaven. This is what the question about, not about 70,000 will enter heaven. Those are already in the heaven, made by Allah to serve you in your house as a Muslim. For every Muslim, you're mine.
Okay, now question Prince, first of all, of as much as I have heard that Deen Show guys speaking, he never said anything about little boys or anything. And the second thing is, for us Muslims, when we talk about paradise, the paradise for us is the place where we get everything we want. Now for example, if that Shaykh has said it, I'm sure he has some kind of narration that he has referred to. Now if the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said it, then obviously Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he could never say it from his own wish, because he is the messenger of God. He can only say things whatever he has been told with. So if Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, has said it, then yes, 70,000 people, or the servants, and that's from God. You see, the Muslims, we expect a ultimate reward in the hereafter. And since if you guys live in the West, we don't have the concept of servants at all. But if you look at the Middle East side, or the Asia side, or the Africa side, you have this concept of people working in your house, cleaning your house, washing your clothes, which is a sense of luxury or a sense of comfort that you have in your houses. So here, in this situation, obviously paradise it's the ultimate reward from the Creator. We call him Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, obviously. So the ultimate reward, you have servants to serve you, to give you drinks, to food, or whatever. So there you go. I have no problem with it.
Please, nobody put his hand up. Tamara, put your hand down, please. Mr. Taqwa, you don't have a problem with it, but I understand you are a Muslim and you accept whatever Muhammad he said blindly. That's why you are a Muslim. But don't you think this is a child abuse? Guys, is it fair that this God, to make one person happy, he will make 70,000 little boys sad? And the funny, you are saying that how you know they are boys? It looked like you do not know your Quran. Isn't it your Quran describe them that they are boys? The Quran did not describe that Allah will give you people who will be around you who they are men. The Quran described two kinds of people, who they are females and they are virgins, or boys. And those boys are very pretty. So you will have a pretty boys and you have a beautiful women. There is no third gender. Alright? So those ghulman, those little boys, those little kids, they will be there and they will be serving you, as you said. And you have, like, don't you have people who wash for you? Thank you very much for saying that. According to your prophet and according to the Quran, in the heaven of Allah, you will never get dirty, you will never sweat, you will never have wrinkles, you will never change your clothes, you will never have any dirt. So serve you for what? And not only this, your prophet, he said, if a Muslim wish to have a dish, the dish will be in front of him in a second without asking for it. You wish for it, you think about it. Which means there is no need for servant, as long as there is no garbage, as long as there is no laundry, as long as there is no clothes to change. Correct, guys? If my clothes will never get dirty, and my clothes will never get wrinkles, and no need for anyone to cook for me, and there is no dishes to wash, and I will not even do poo-poo, I will never even do piss, I will never take a shower, I will never sleep. So the word servant doesn't make sense. Because they will serve me to do what? Are we following, guys? Are we following? The word servant, it can work if you can do something for me in this heaven. Supposedly you will do nothing. You will never get dirty. You will never get hungry. You will never, like, you eat anytime you want without asking a servant for it. And I can show you the reference. Actually, here in the video he said, if you see a bird in the sky, you say, Subhanallah, the bird will be in your dish. I can play the video for you. The bird is flying in the sky. You see the bird, you say, MashaAllah. The bird will be in your dish. So what the servant for? Obviously, those boys, they are not for servants, normal servants. This is why they are very pretty. And the Quran says they will never bleed. La yanzifun. They will never bleed. Bleed from what? So, as long as we do not need the servants, so what the servants for? Your mic.
Thank you, Prince. Now, first of all, I haven't seen paradise. You haven't seen paradise. No one has seen paradise. All we hear from the scriptures that something which is called an ideal place called paradise exists, and based on these scriptures and on our beliefs, we say there is a paradise. But since the Quran being as a final revelation from the Creator, it also mentioned about the paradise. Now, the information that we get from the Quran or any of the scripture, to be honest, you told me more. I didn't know even much that if somebody says Subhanallah and the bird will come to the plate. I didn't know that. I'm more focused on how do I attain the paradise rather than what will happen. But it is amazing, it is interesting to know what will happen in the paradise. That's not too bad idea. However, as I said, it is, I believe God exists. I believe there's only one God, and I believe that God has created heaven and the earth. And if He has assigned 70,000 or 700,000 or 7,000,000 servants, who am I to say that? It's to the God. It's the ruling of the God. It's His ruling. It's His justice. It's His will. It's His creation. I can't do anything, right? So if He has said it, He has said it, right? If God has said that there are 70,000 servants for believers, I don't know what to say. See, if you take that as child abuse, then well, expect your answer from Allah, because it's not me who has said it, right? Expect your answer from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inshallah, you will get the answer. You will get all of it. You will get it. So I think I have briefed what I meant, what I wanted to say, and in simple line is, it's paradise is the creation of Allah. How Allah wants to manage or run the paradise, what's in the paradise, it's from Allah, and I'm happy to take it. Thank you.
So you have no answer simply, or what you say to me, well, this is what Allah He said, so we take it blindly, and you have no problem of having child abuse of 70,000 little boys for no reason. You are saying to me that the reward of Islam is abusing others to make me happy, especially little kids. And you admitted that you have no problem with it, so you agree that slavery, you see, Islam approves slavery in earth and a slavery in heaven. But slavery in earth is a lot easier because you die one day and then you are free. In heaven you are a slave for eternity. Is that correct, people? This is a heaven where we will never be free again. I'm going to be slave forever for someone. Why? Because he prayed for Allah. Well, what is my guilt? Where is justice? What I did? Why I am a slave for you? Women, they are slaves. Boys, they are slaves. All of this to make a guy happy for he was committing suicide bombing or killing people. And look what Muhammad said, guys, in the hadith. Look at this. Not only he promised them that, he promised them that he will have a penis, will never sleep. You believe it? How Muhammad knows that your penis will never go soft? What kind of a prophet he say? My penis in the heaven will be always, sorry guys for the language, I'm not trying to be, here we go, he's out. Do you notice? Do you see what happened? He ran right away. For sure he have to run. For sure he have to run. What he will say, what he will explain to us? I have a prophet, he promised me a penis will never sleep. Is it amazing? Those Muslims, they come in our room, they do not know us yet. They said maybe this is a Christian room, they know nothing about Islam, so we can play games with them and we can say, hey, if anyone insult, we will leave. Like, yeah, they are good people and we are bad people, right? So, like, if you insult, we leave. If you use a bad language, we leave. When their prophet, the whole Quran is about bad language. Isn't it this is the bad language? What kind of a prophet he promised people that you will have a penis will never go soft? Look at the translation, guys. This is not my translation. Do you see it? Do you see it? This is not my translation. And this is the hadith in front of you. So he have no problem in this heaven to have little children. And obviously those children, they are for sex. Because all of Islam concentrate in two things. Food and sex. And sex is number one. Women, boys, and food. That is heaven in Islam. All of them seeking a pleasure of sexual eternity. In the top of that, Muhammad, he made a promise that, you know what? In this heaven, your penis will be always, excuse my language, will be always hard. And you want to tell me that this is a prophet of God? And you want to tell me that this is God? But you notice, guys, I want you to learn from this what happened now, something. That Muslims, they are willing to play the game with you as long you are ignorant. The second they notice that you are very well educated, they retreat and they disappear. If you are a person who knows nothing about Islam, trust me, this guy, he will never leave our room. He will stay here until tomorrow. But he noticed he is no match. The more he stay, the more Islam will look ugly. The first he said, where it says boys. Do you notice that? Where it says boys. So what is going to be in the heaven? Men? The Quran mentioned only boys and women. So he tried to play the game with that one. It didn't work. Then where he got the word 70,000, we played for him the tape. And we can show him the reference. So it didn't work. So he had to say, well, Allah, he told us so, we take it. Don't you have servants at home? This is his excuse. But when I answer him, but according to your prophet, we will not need any servants because we will not have a laundry, we will not need a cooking, we will not need to clean the house, everything will be perfect, even my shirt will never be ruined. According to Islam, according to Muhammad, we will wear green clothes and those clothes we will never take off again. They will be always in good condition, which is very boring. Everybody will look like a doctor in a surgery room. Everybody is green. Anyone knows why Muhammad chose the color green, by the way? Anyone notice what the reason of green? Green, everything green, is even the clothes is green? Anyone know why? Well, Muhammad is from the desert, right? The most color they love, they miss, is the green. It's a desert. So, because green mean wealth, green mean grass, green mean food, green mean rain, green mean water, And those are people of the desert, so he told them green. The clothes will be green. I don't know if their skin will be green too. Actually, no, he spoke about the skin, that Muslims will be very white. Actually, you know that Muhammad, and by the way, if you want to see the reference for this hadith, here we go. This is the link for those who want to save the reference. So next time if I say, you guys, you can help me, and you can post it, about that your penis in the heaven will never sleep. Alright? And actually this will be a problem. You have a penis like this. Man, you cannot sleep. I mean, I don't know what to do with it. What kind of heaven this heaven is? You can't even open the door, man. I don't want to be rude, but imagine you have, because by the way, do you know how big this private part is? Anyone knows? Anyone knows how big the private part of Muslim in the heaven will be? Who knows? Endless. It's endless palm tree. No, it's not 90 foot. 90 foot. The Muslim will be 90 foot. His penis is endless. So imagine Abdul is living in New York, but his penis is in galaxy. Imagine you live in New York and you receive a phone call from China, from the city of Beijing, and you answer the phone and the guy said to you, let me translate. Please, can you move your penis because it's in the way of the train? What kind of a promise this promise is? Unless the prophet who is making this promise is a perverted man, and those who follow him are perverted people. The gift you promise, speaking to me about who is your customers, those who listen to you, they must be perverted people, and Islam is about perverted people. This is why those people, they want to die. You see those two suicide bombers in Paris? They are not dying for the sake of Allah. They are dying for the sake of their penis. They want to get the virgins. They want to get the boys. They don't care for Allah. Not even one Muslim care for Allah. Those people, they want to have sex. The refugee, they came to Germany. After 1 week, they start raping women. Because this religion will make you sex hungry. It doesn't matter what you have. All your mind is about sex. Allah is sex. Heaven is sex. Quran is sex. The Prophet is about sex. Even Muhammad, look what Muhammad said about himself. Anyone knows what is the power of Muhammad? Anyone knows? The power in sex? 40 men. 40 men. Actually, there's some hadith that says 4,000 men. Imagine. Rolf, where are you going, Rolf? Somebody, guys, Rolf is leaving. This room is about Islam, brother. You cannot leave. You join Islam, you cannot leave. We chop your head. Somebody close the door. Where are you leaving? You think that's it? You go in, you go out anytime? No way. That's, you know, this is how we grow. This is how we grow, brother. That's it. One way. There's no way out. Do we have any Muslim? Take care of. And by the way, guys, if you like to learn more about Islam, I advise you to read my books, The Deception of Allah, and Quran and Science in Depth. And I have a new book in French for those who do not know. Alright? If you speak French. How many in here speak French? Anyone speak French? Nobody speak French here? Nobody. Alright. Look, I am the only one who speaks languages here. Alright. It's very easy to speak French, Tahari. Just add "lu" before any word. Let us say I want to call you in French. So I say "lu Tahari." Alright? That's French. That's it. And then you want to speak French, like let us say you don't want to say Arab, you say Arab. The Prophet, the Arab. That's it. Very, very easy. Alors Obama, alors Hillary, Clinton. That's it. You are speaking French fluently now. You speak French then, Alina? Then you need to get my book. It's called are you sure you speak French? Come on, I don't believe you. Take the mic and let us hear you. Any Abdul? Yeah, Les Secrets du Prophète Arabe. This is the name of my book. And let us see how much the French people, they will enjoy it. And if you have the book actually already, don't forget to make a review of it. Alright? And make an honest review. Don't say it's a wonderful if it's not. I'm sure it's wonderful, you know. There's no way I will make a book it's not wonderful. Because when I write books, Jibreel come to me. You know, and Jibreel, when he come to me, things happen, brother. Yeah, you can read The Deception of Allah. Potato, don't you have the Deception of Allah? Yeah, it's kind of with some change in it. Alright. It's kind of a translation of Deception of Allah, yes, but there's some adjustment there. Because the French language is different from English somehow. So, no, you see, in my case, Jibreel did not come to me in the cave. I met, I met with Jibreel in the bathroom. Subhanallah, he only come there. You know that in Islam, you cannot take the Quran with you to the bathroom, right? So once someone, he called a TV station and he said to him, why we cannot take the Quran with us to the bathroom? You know, like we can read there. He said, brother, this is a dirty place. He said, okay, I have the Quran in my head. Should I leave my head out? Do you see the stupid logic? Well, he had the Quran in his head. He memorized the Quran. Should he leave his head outside? Unbelievable. So do we have any Muslim here? Any Muslim left?